Everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.
Hey y'all, we are back with another video, and as you can see, we're making another tumbler. I had to wait for my hot fix tool to get hot, and now that it's hot, we're creating a hole at the bottom of the tumbler. The one thing that I should have did was move the hole a little bit over, but besides that, the hole was created, and I'm just making sure I don't have no pieces inside of the tumbler and everything else. So here was my bright idea, was to pour water inside of the tumbler and do a leak test, but y'all see that didn't work out so much. So I went to the sink and put water inside of it, and now I'm just gonna let it sit for an hour. Hour went by. Ooh, this is moving fast. And here is my strawberries that I am putting inside of this cup, and if you can guess, we are making the strawberry pink drink from Starbucks. So now that all the strawberries are in the cup, I'm going to take some acrylic paint that I got from Michael's, and I am going to drop 3 drops into my vegetable glycerin and water mixture solution. Now what I should have did was just mix the paint with the vegetable glycerin and make a whole new mixture, but I didn't. I used the one that was already made, and that's why I was having a problem with my paint. First time making this, y'all. So because the paint isn't mixing up all the way, I wanted to strain out the little pieces that wasn't mixing up, and that's what I'm doing here. Now, pouring it into this second cup, I should have rinsed the cup out, but I didn't do that either, and then the lint from all of the drawers and it sitting out and everything else like that, it was just a mess. So now you see me restraining it, so I'm trying to get some of the lint that was in the cup out of the mixture. I should have just started from scratch, but I was over it at that point. So here it is, and I'm pouring the rest of the solution that's in my squeeze bottle in the other cup so I could pour the solution inside of it. And as you can see, I'm still picking up paint and everything else. So I'm pouring it in the solution. So I'm pouring the solution into my squeeze bottle so I can shake it up and get it really mixed really good. And now I'm going to tilt the cup to the side and start squeezing it inside of the tumbler. As I'm squeezing the solution in, I'm seeing that this is not the color that I want, so I added 1 drop of white to it and mixed it up, and it gave me that cloudy look. And I also added another drop of pink, shook it up and everything else, and it gave me the color that I was looking for. I am going to go to Michael's and get a darker pink. I'd rather get a darker pink and lighten it to my liking versus this. But yeah, I poured the first solution that I had put in there out, and made some more. I just add more paint to it, and now you see the cloudy color, and that's the color that I was going for. So right here, I'm shaking the tumbler and banging on it to get some of the strawberries loose from the bottom to see if I like it or if I want to add more strawberries to it. And of course, I opted to add more strawberries to the tumbler. After adding more strawberries, I took my mixture and continued to fill up my tumbler. Now with this tumbler, I did get it from Michael's, but the only thing that I don't like is that it have that little dent in the middle of the tumbler, so it's like a blockage or whatever. So the air bubble that I was trying to get out and make it a little smaller, I really couldn't, because the more solution I put in there, the more it was like backing out. So I have an air bubble and it's not filled all the way to the tippity top, and that's because the way how the tumbler is actually made on the inside. So you can see the little air bubble that's right there. I was trying to close that, but it wasn't closing. So I sealed it with a Gorilla adhesive dot, as well as some UV resin. I'm letting it sit on paper towel to make sure that it is sealed properly and that it is not leaking, because the vegetable glycerin and mixture does not go well with UV resin. So you will be able to tell if your tumbler is leaking because you'll be able to lift the UV resin right on up, and you will see solution on your paper towel that it is sitting on. So there wasn't no leaks or anything like that. I mixed some of the pink paint with the UV resin, and I'm just going to smear it out around under the bottom of the tumbler. I didn't cover the whole outside of the tumbler. I just covered where I put my hole at. I'm using my lighter to bust any bubbles and to level out the UV resin. And now I'm using my UV lamp to cure it. I cured it twice at 60 seconds, I believe. And yeah. And here is the final look of the tumbler. Subscribe if you are new. I have more coming up. I will do it a different way the next time. Mix the paint with the vegetable glycerin. And that's it. Here goes some pictures.